When a man hits a target, they call him a marksman. When I hit a target, they call it a trick. Never did like that much.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
When I was growing up, I was a bit of a tomboy. I thought boy toys were just so much cooler than girl toys. And growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, this was certainly true. Any girl toys would either be copying a boy idea of a toy, and it never encouraged girls to go on adventures or anything. Like, I was looking for the detective kit or the construction kit or the lab kit for girls, but they didn't have one out there for girls. They had an Easy Bake Oven, so I guess I'm supposed to live in the kitchen. Get back in the kitchen. Ha! Joke's on you, I can't cook. So we both starve.
Most men would have a hard time of it if they were to change jobs with wife, mother, or girlfriend.
So I recently got my hair cut, and honestly I think it's kind of cute. Overall, a lot of women have complimented me on it and said, wow, I wish I had your guts to get my hair cut that short. A few years ago, I would have never gotten this haircut. The main reason for this is that I was concerned that I would be considered less feminine. I remember when I was still dating my ex-boyfriend and I was going to go get my hair cut, and I said, I'm thinking I'm really going to go with sort of a pixie cut. He was like, oh no, don't do that. I said, why? He's like, I don't want to feel like I'm kissing a boy. It's almost like his masculinity would have been questioned if his girlfriend had short hair.
Yes, that's what a boy likes. He wants to know he's appreciated.
I love being a woman. I love being able to wear dresses and put on makeup and feel just really feminine and beautiful. But I feel like I'm also boxed into a corner of that's all I can be in life, is feminine and delicate and gentle, when females are definitely not the weaker sex.
Our modern girls play as hard and with as much vitality and stamina as any man. How do they do it? Where do they find all that energy, that seemingly inexhaustible store of pep and ginger?
You would think after all this time things have changed, but I still see a lot of misogyny today. Feminism does not mean setting up an Amazon police state of women who want to make men subservient to their every need. It is just meaning that we want equality for once. We want men and women to be paid equally. We want them to be considered politically equal. I play guitar at my church and I lead worship. It's very rare that I find another female that plays guitar. My freshman year of college, I went to a worship conference which gathered all sorts of college-age kids from around the U.S. So we would have small groups every day. The small groups consisted of people I had never met before in my whole entire life, and they came from all over the country. I was one of 2 girls in our group of 10. One day I was explaining my frustration of trying to get junior hires to worship. It was then one of the guys interrupted me and said, What? What are you talking about, leading junior hires? I said, I lead junior hires in worship. The guy says, you can't lead because there's not supposed to be women leaders in the church. That's not what the Bible says. And I looked around the group like, this guy's crazy, right? All of them were nodding their head, including the girl. I said, well, they're junior high boys. And he's like, doesn't matter. They're the future leaders of the church. You cannot be over them. I feel like a lot of movies where there is a title character of a woman, it's like, ooh, this is so crazy that this woman would be the hero of the story. It's like, why not? Why can't she be the heroine? I just feel like sometimes I'm considered a novelty. Like my skill set is solely connected to me being a woman. And I'm kind of proud of the fact that I am a woman guitarist, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I feel like just after somebody saying, wow, you did a good job, it's like, wow, you did a good job for a woman. I feel like I have to work extra harder because I'm representing all women guitarists, because not many people see somebody like me. And I'm the only one. Like, if I don't play guitar really well, it's like, oh, well, you can't blame her because she's a woman and her spatial skills aren't that good.
I don't understand any of it.
I think it's so important for girls at a very young age to be encouraged to be themselves and to like what they like, to explore all different sorts of hobbies. I want to thank my parents, especially my dad, for encouraging me to pursue what I like, no matter whether it's a guy activity or a girl activity. To not care whether my femininity is questioned because I know for sure that I am feminine. And my dad has especially taught me to be who I am and to expect guys to treat me with a level of respect for who I am. That a real man will appreciate a woman with real depth and personality.
Boy, has she got personality.
So I wanted to share all this with you because I think it's so important that men finally stand up and say that they want to be feminists too, that they want equality. I hope that this opened your eyes that every woman has their own story about how there is that glass ceiling above them. And to the women out there, I wanted to just say that I support you, and I think that we need to just keep on standing up and kicking butt and being who we are, not letting people judge us for what we like. And in the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, well-behaved women rarely make history. See you guys next week. Bye.